Top stories in today's edition of the WINN TV News. Former Prime Minister Douglas says the election was stolen from the St. Kitts and Nevis Labour Party. Foreign Affairs Minister gets support on diplomatic passport issue, and the CFBC hosts Career Open Day. I am Jamie Morris, and this is the WINN TV News. Former St. Kitts and Nevis Prime Minister Dr. Denzil Douglas says the election was stolen from the St. Kitts and Nevis Labour Party.
We shall continue a spirited campaign until this government is removed from office. That is what we declare tonight, and that is what we mean here in Market Street in this public meeting.
Speaking at an SKNLP rally in Basse-Terre on Thursday night, Dr. Douglas reiterated the charge that the Unity Coalition had sabotaged flights of non-resident nationals journeying to the Federation to vote in the February 16th general election. Dr. Douglas had initially claimed that one of some 24 SKNLP charter flights had arrived too late for its passengers to cast their ballots, but on Thursday night he said the number was higher.
Every single flight that the Labour Party had organized was sabotaged. From Jamaica, it was sabotaged. From Miami, New York, it was sabotaged. From Canada, it was sabotaged. From the U.S. Virgin Islands and the BVI, there was sabotage. And that is why I say to you tonight, and let them hear, those who are taping me, let them understand that Douglas said tonight, we ain't taking it so. We ain't taking it so at all. And they want to know why I am so quiet. You think we're finished yet? You think we're finished? You think we're finished? We ain't finished yet.
And in a related story, the St. Kitts and Nevis Labour Party is discussing its leadership as it focuses on rebuilding in the wake of its loss at the polls last month.
Party Chair Marcella Liebert, speaking on Freedom Radio earlier this week, said the SKNLP was in a rebuilding phase.
We are meeting to refocus, rebuild, and so very shortly you'll hear exactly what our plans are, but we have been meeting constantly, carrying out the rebuilding process, and so, like I said, soon you would hear exactly where we are at. We are looking at rebuilding the party, and once that is totally completed, we're in the process of doing some analyses, as you would expect, and so once we've completed that, then we will certainly let you know exactly where we are.
Meanwhile, SKNLP leader and former Prime Minister Dr. Denzil Douglas says his greatest regret is not pursuing a leadership succession plan.
My biggest regret? Maybe not pursuing vigorously the transitioning from one leader to the next at the party level. I believe that the fallout within the party, because persons were not prepared to toe the party line in terms of the transition pathway to be followed in terms of succession from one leader to the next.
WINN is 98.9. 98.9 is WINN FM.
WINN FM's mission is to contribute meaningfully to the information, awareness, and the development of our nation and the region through the building of educated and informed communities. WINN FM faces the issues squarely, without shying away from controversy, while striving continuously to provide balanced, responsible reporting.
Better music, better talk, better radio. 98.9 WINN FM.
Welcome back. Foreign Affairs Minister Mark Brantley's position on the diplomatic passports matter is being supported by Operation Rescue's Dwyer Astafan, a former government minister. Ken Richards has more.
For example, I was a minister of government and I had to hand in my passport. I couldn't go around with a passport, a diplomatic passport, describing me as a minister of government when I was not, because the whole rationale behind a diplomatic passport is that the status that is provided to you through that passport by the organization which you represent, a government, is accorded simply for that reason, not in your personal capacity. And if you're no longer a government minister, it would be wrong in every way. to bear a passport describing you as such. So those passports should be handed in automatically.
The Operation Rescue official maintains that members of parliament should be allowed to carry diplomatic passports.
I know Mr. Brantley had difficulty with that and only got his when he became the Deputy Premier of Nevis. I don't know if Mr. Richards, in his years in opposition, was ever accorded the courtesy of a diplomatic passport. I would hope he was. But my position with regard to members of parliament is that they are part of the government. Her Majesty's loyal opposition, and government is made up not just of incumbents, but those in opposition.
And finally, an extended report with WINN TV's Andre Huey on the Clarence Fitzroy Bryant College's annual Open Day held on Thursday.
Exposes our children to the different career opportunities from which they can choose. It showcases the different technologies which are currently being employed by business places. I think no longer can we just look to the traditional jobs such as teaching, police, banking, but we need to let our future generations know that there are alternative career options available to them. By being exposed at this early level, they can begin to focus their minds on possible career path, especially for the children who are still in high school and who may be a bit undecided as to what subject areas they should study or which career they may have an interest in.
Now, after speaking with the minister, we will just take a look around the campus. There are a number of activities happening here, a number of booths being set up. We have tents for Lime. They're here represented. There seem to see a lot of their flags around the campus. The college also has a section for the Division of Arts, Science and General Studies. We're seeing representatives from the Agro-Processing Unit, from SKIPA, that is St. Kitts Investment Promotion Agency, and several other representatives from schools across the country and from visiting colleges as well. We have the University Open Campus, they're represented here. We have the Quinnipiac University from Connecticut, and even the Nevis Public Library Service is also represented here. So we're going to speak with some of them and get an idea of why they're here and what the response has been like since they've been here.
It has been great. I had so many, as you can see for yourself, there's hardly anything left. I had so many persons coming up asking about various programs. They're particularly interested in the articulation agreement that we have with the government in terms of persons getting assistance and Monroe matching that assistance. So I think just basically by having that, them coming out here, them getting some of the resources and the materials that I have, it has been really good. Like I have nothing at all to give anymore. So I wish I had more material, but it has.
And that even before the official ceremony started, people had come to our booth to ask questions. So I can say definitely it has been a very good response so far. And even with the numbers of students coming, they weren't silent. They were asking other questions. And because of the material that we have, we were able to satisfy all of the needs.
To end the WINN TV news, a look again at the headlines. Former Prime Minister Douglas says the election was stolen from the St. Kitts and Nevis Labour Party, and Foreign Affairs Minister gets support on diplomatic passports issue. This has been the WINN TV news. I am Jamie Morris.